3v3 faction war. This is Tartarus Harbor and Space Marines versus Orks. Game 1. First up for the blue Space Marine team is Ace of Swords. Plays a Techmarine, starts out range combat with some good DPS, can also build structures and repair some nice utility, can deal with vehicles and get a melee build going. Alongside, Toilailee is an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, can get a ranged weapon, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura. This is some Blood Ravens. Rounding us out for the blue team is Adila, plays a force commander, great versatility with some awesome offense, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs, is a melee commander. Red team for the Orks, we have Dark Riku as a commander knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style, begins in range combat. Alongside, Tyger is a mech boy teleporting commander that fights range combat, some awesome DPS, can also disrupt, support, build structures and repair. And rounding us off for the Orks is Rags, no Chinkonka. What is that name? He's playing a Warboss, walks through cover, fights in melee combat with some great offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Yes, this is a faction war, and yes, it is still season 1, and yes, it's been a long time since we've had one, mainly because I decided to wait for 2.2, which took way longer to arrive than I think anyone thought. Took like 2 or 3 months, and also it is just not easy to get the games together. You have to have 6 players all on at the same time, all willing and able to play, and that can also play specific factions. It's not easy to organize these things and get them going, especially since you need 3 games. But we have got one going here, and hopefully I can get the interest up with the players again, and we can start getting these out a bit quicker and finish up season 1. South side, Warboss versus Force Commander, a pretty awesome matchup. We have 3 contested victory points on this map, very long east to west, but nice and compact when you go north to south, and you get some big messy engagements in mid usually. Quite like this map. Mech boy teleports out of cover to retreat, double sluggers for Tyger and double shooters. Riku with, what did he do? He lost his sluggers, he's got double shooters though. And Storm Boy's on the way, Rags with double shooters, standard opening. Toilailee with double tactical marines, all bunched up around his Apothecary. And here comes Riku with a very sneaky stun bomb, stunning a tactical squad and those scouts, and I don't think Toilailee has noticed. The scouts getting absolutely DPS down, and he's going to lose his squad here. He tried to come in and shotgun with them, I believe. Didn't realise he was stunned. So yeah, loses the scout squad, and those guys had shotguns, so that's quite a big loss early on. 479, 485 more than makes up for Riku's early slugger loss. That was sneaky indeed. Ace of Swords with a double scout build on a very compact 3v3 map. We'll see how that turns out. He's got sergeants up for both of them, and the Mastercrafted bolter going. And tactical marines, of course, who are not going to finish that cap. They're backing away. Lots of orcs coming over. Tyger has double shooters here, and Riku with his storm boys, and these guys can rip apart marines with those power weapons and that jump. So Ace of Swords basically getting doubled right now. Tactical Marines taking a lot of damage. There's a stun bomb, and Tactical Marines in fact losing a model, and he's going to get chased back here. Adila with some Assault Marines against Rags, who has a Pain Boy, so that should be interesting. 479, 480. Pain Boy has a power weapon, also has a heal over time, I believe, which is very powerful. A lot of talk these days about the Pain Boy being overpowered when combined with sluggers and Knob Squad. Personally, I think he's pretty much okay, since you can shut him down quite nicely with some suppression, and if you get a Pain Boy and sluggers, that is a hell of a lot of power to spend in tier 1. Suppose you can deal with the setup team in other ways, but I think he's okay. Wouldn't like to see him nerfed. Maybe his damage reduced slightly and make it an upgrade in tier 2. to give him back some DPS, maybe the damage over time or something. But I wouldn't like him nerfed in a knee-jerk way. I still think people are getting used to playing against the Pain Boy. A lot of people thought he was completely useless when he was first introduced, and then his damage was buffed and other things, and now he's a pain in the ass. 420, 480. Mech Boy knocked back by something there. What was that? Oh, I was full auto. But then he was suppressed, so couldn't continue using full auto. 419, 480. Mech Boy goes down on retreat. He does go down. He has that big death gun, which you see there, which suppresses. Pain Boy also for Dark Riku. So that's going to be even more annoying. And Toilailee with triple Tactical Marines. He does this sometimes. He very, very much likes using Tactical Marines and just goes for a big blob of them. Orcs have a few ways to really hurt a big blob of attacks. They have Stick Bombers, they have a Weird Boy of course, and Storm Boys jumping in with their Knob Eater and stunning them. Not to mention, maybe even Electric Armor with its new damage type would be very powerful, and the Warboss can just charge in with Angry Bits, which he does have. 397, 480, so we'll see how his blob of Tactical Marines goes. Adila now going for some Devastators as a 1-1-1 build. Storm Boys jumping in. Techmarine with the suppression and double grenades. That is beautifully done by Ace, and he wipes out those Storm Boys. Wow. Set up the grenades with his Master Crafted Bolter. Awesome play, and that is a very expensive and dangerous squad dealt with in the blink of an eye. Not much Riku could do about that, apart from not jumping in the first place. 393, 477. I suppose he could have retreated as soon as he got suppressed. That probably would have saved them. 1-to-1 cap. But I don't think anyone is expecting those double grenades. Double sluggers now burning down gens. This gen farm can be pretty annoying to hit because you've got a lot of stuff in the way. When you compare it to this one, it's a lot more open. 390, 477. Tier 2 for everyone apart from Adila, who had a heavy tier 1. Also got the Iron Halo for his commander, and the shooters may take a big risk trying to force melee combat on those Devastators, and they wipe out. Pain Boy now getting owned by that heavy bolter, and that's why Adila got that late game, that late tier 1 Devastator out, I think, because of that Pain Boy. Very good engager for him. 380, 477. Devastator's going to take the garrison. They do lose a model. That's alright. Don't lose another. Toilailee with 4 Tactical Marine squads now. So we've got like the entire second company here. 380, 468. And he's going to, yeah, he's combined that with the Armor of the Apothecary and Advanced Healing, plus the Healing Aura, plus all of the DPS that Tactical Marines can put out. Is going to be, it could snowball pretty nastily here. They need to deal with this. 380, 452. Obvious choices, as said before, are Stick Bombers and Weird Boy, combined with some suppression perhaps. A big foot of Gork on that blob could be devastating. 380, 432. Triple cap for the Space Marine team. And now they're hitting this power, which, as I said, seems to be a bit easier to hit than this one. 380, 415. A bit easier to hit with melee units anyway. Stone Guard veterans on the field for Ace, and they have their Hellfire rounds loaded in. Gives them damage over time against light infantry and commanders. And look at the damage they're doing to these shooters, who are suppressing them. And Stone Guard lose a model and lose another, and Pain Boy's in there. That could have been very nasty. 380, 380. Double cap for the Space Marines who went down. It was the Apothecary. We do have a Weird Way up for Tyger, and he's on his way. Of course, Commander has the Chainsword and Storm Shield. An awesome piece of war gear. You don't see it that often, but not because it's bad, just because it's a bit of a niche war gear, but it's very, very good at what it does. Apothecary back on his feet thanks to that. Force Commander is now level 3 and now has improved medical equipment, and there you see the advanced healing, healing this blob of Tactical Marines. There's Zap, and a basic attack on that assault squad was pretty nasty. Almost took a model. Needs to be careful though, needs to support the Weird Boy, don't want to leave him isolated. 380, 337. Riku has a weird boy of his own, and why not? Find a knob. No war gear for this guy. Thought we were going to see the knife and all those tricks he can do with it on this compact map. There's his stun bomb. Starting ability, such an awesome one it is. Does it hit those attacks? It does. And you take extra damage when you're stunned. I think it's 20% extra. Apothecary level 3. Healing up his tactical marine blob. Nothing can puncture this. He's just tanking everything here. Where is his other tactical marine squad? Oh, they're capping here. 380, 317. Weird boy for Tyger. No upgrades yet. Surely he's going to get the Foot of Ork upgrade. Down goes the mech boy. There is that warp from it. Such an awesome ability. But they're using and they shall know no fear to tank some damage here. Here comes Sluggers though. With Odd Boys up. Do they want to fight tactical marines with and they shall know no fear? I guess they do, because they just ran the hell away. 380, 285, triple cap for the Space Marines. And looks like they're going to retain the mid. Ace of Swords has come mid, having capped north. Stone Guard veterans peppering away at those sluggers with marked targets up. Some nice Techmarine play from Ace of Swords. He's almost level 3 with his Commander. Dark Riku does have some stick bombers, and Tyger's getting some 2 rags. Warboss is down. Both commanders down there. 380, 243, triple cap still for the Space Marines. They are running away with this. That quad tactical marine build from Toilailee has just held the middle so well. It's been awesome. It was a big loss for Riku to lose those Storm Boys, because if he still had them and they had their nobby, they could jump them into that tactical marine blob and cause all sorts of havoc. 380, 205, still a triple cap. Zap on the Techmarine. He needs to split up, but it's already jumped. Now it's jumped back to the Techmarine. Knocked back by the Weird Boy. Double Weird Boy standing side by side there. That's a lot of knockback. Rags is pushed back hard on the south. Assault Marines jumping in. Painboy under pressure. 380, 181. Painboy's going to go down and does go down. That's a big loss. Rags now under serious pressure in the south. Orks though have taken north and might be able to take back the mid. There is Angels of Death on his big tactical marine blob, preventing knockback from the Weird Boys and reducing damage by 50%. That is an awesome ability for a big tactical marine blob here. 380, 179. Warp Vomit again. Man, they've dealt with the Weird Boy, they've dealt with stick bombers on the field. Almost level 4 this Apothecary. And scouts forcing melee combat on the stick bombers. 380, 165. Adila has taken south and looking pretty comfortable there. He's even taking this natural Rick point, but it doesn't matter. There is the concede by the Orks. Was that a premature concede? The Space Marines were dominant. More tactical marines were on the way for Toilailee, but the Orks still had a lot of stuff. They just found it so difficult to break through this quad tac build, and Adila had dreadnoughts, so I suppose it was over. Would have been nice to see them play it out though, with the stick bombers around, maybe some more stick bombers. But anyway, I think the turning point was that Stormboy loss around here from that awesome play from Ace. That was the play of the match. Had Stern Guard as well, had some Assault Marines of his own of course. Look at the commanders. Level 3 Techmarine, level 3 Apothecary, level 4 Force Commander. Had Artificer, so he was pretty damn tough. Level 3 Commander Nob with no war gear. Mech Boy was gonna get the custom force field before he went down. Also had the Death Gun. Warboss had his Power Claw before he went down. Big blow, and he was level 3. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.